getting commissioned in the process because guess what? Your shadow is beating on that door. Let me out! And you acting like you can't hear it, and everybody sees it. But you acting like can't nobody see it, but everybody sees it. To aid in the process of sharing how I overcame everything meant to keep me from coming into my true identity. Like the things that we're going through in our lives. If you check it, it dealt with something from your childhood. If we go back up in there and go dig it up. So you got to go dig up the treasure chest and open it up and open up Pandora's box. And not be afraid to open up Pandora's box and let it all come out. Because when it comes out, now we got some salve to fix you with. Okay. I had to believe in myself first and God. See, God is on the inside of me, but I had to find me first. Why is that triggering you? Why is that setting you off? Why you want to slit her throat for saying that word? Well, I'm serious. Sometimes some be saying it just take you to the edge. You be like, oh my God, why I feel that way? That is rough. We're taught that God is on the outside of us, but God is on the inside of us waiting to tag us in our battles. Okay, Ephesians 6 and 2 Corinthians 10 say the same thing. We're fighting principalities, rulers of darkness, and spiritual wickedness in high places. We're not fighting people. We're fighting spirits, hon. Because we're spirits first. And then we live in a body. And we have a soul. And we have emotion. Energy and emotion. But we're a spirit being first. That's why it takes so long for things to get to us. Because we're a spirit being first. And we fight everything in the spirit before we deal with it here. And people don't believe it before they see it. They got to see it before they believe it. And most of the time, if you're anything like me, you've been fighting some big battles. Big boss battles. I mean, you've been fighting the John Gotti's out here. You've been fighting the Thanoses out here in the spirit realm. And you've been handling your business. Okay, only because of the angels of God and my ancestors. Outside of that, I wouldn't be able to do it by myself. This is when the negative thinking has gone on for so long in society, those isms, every ism, if you can think of it. Mm-hmm. The ascended masters had to fight again. You know what they said. Your traditions are making the word of God of no effect. See, the word is good, but see, when you get into the organization of the church, they got all this church culture. They got all these traditions that you got to go through this person and you got to go through this person before you can do anything. God didn't say that. God said, it's here, it's here, it's here. Boom. See how that Pharisee and Sadducee stuff got up in the church? And it's also, when you see Pharisee and Sadducee, there's also the Jezebel spirit. The mindsets of us who complain but don't want to do the work or don't know how to do the work, and it causes a dip in morale that most can't get out of because it's ancestral and generational. So to get out, it requires one to get uncomfortable and get past the plateau of complacency or complicitness. Because the minute that you are complicit, you already made a decision. And that's how it's always been done. You just made a decision. You just made a decision. When are we going to respect each other? Like when? We know the FBAs was here first, but we're all human beings. Every last one of us is a human being. So when you going to respect each other? What you going to bring to life? God said you can be whatever you want as long as you don't hurt nobody and you don't hurt yourself. Remember, if it hurts people, you're not dealing with people no more, you're dealing with God. What do you really believe? It's time to operate in it now. You can change the world with the one thing that you do. Hey, look at my spirit thing. One thing that you do. Light up, fight for your dream while hurting none. Okay? Build it, don't hurt nobody. We've learned a lot in the last few weeks. Miss Good is gone and Alex is gone. Don't ever forget it. Do what is right for you, no matter. And look, don't just think about them, but also think about Miss Sandra Bland. Also think about Ahmad, Audrey, Aubrey. Think about all of them. Just don't think about the people that look like you. Think about all of them. Because it started with them and they showed you what they were capable of. And you wasn't expecting it until they took out one of your own, especially the one that was in the hierarchy. A Caucasian male, they took out Alex in front of our face on the lies in front of us. We're ready for that. Do what is right for you. No matter. No one lives your life. No one lives your life with you. Be sovereign. Don't be controlled. Think for yourself. And if you protect those that can't and don't know how to protect themselves, do. Those are usually children or the elderly. Bring your dreams to life no matter what you see in front of you. May the force be with you and the power of God be in your heart as you move forward. Hold on. There are some freebies and a link from the podcast of the Women's Leveling Up, done in May, and there were magazines I was in, September, October, December, January, and February. I was on the cover of a mag. Okay. Look at the description below to find the things that truly light you up and leave everything else behind. I cannot wait to talk to you soon because remember, I placed a link to my own personal bookstore. My books incorporate the essence of God. If you want to feel the presence of God, read In the Garden with the Father, Understanding True Intimacy. Okay. I told you before, and I tell you again, intimacy starts in the spirit realm. It don't start in this realm where you putting your hand on somebody. You talking about, you'll never find. Singing Lou Rawls. Page 73. You are the marker, not the people you're around and what you're connected to. You're the blessed in who you are, what you do. So you don't have to pretend and not be yourself around others. Okay? You never have to become someone else to get into the group. And if you do, they're not your tribe. Let them go. God is good and His mercy endures forever. Don't forget about my other two books, Befriending the Shadow and Unshakable Peace, Unstoppable Change. And then both of those books are shadow activity books. I hadn't seen any on the market. God said, well, make it. I said, but say less. First of all, you get a word of knowledge straight from the throne room. Then you get a exercise. The exercise is like scavenger hunts. You get 3 of those in there. So if you are in isolation, you still get to have fun, okay? I have fun doing it. Okay, and then you get a shadow question. Okay, the shadow question is not so nice because it's in your face and it's asking you questions. And you're like, eh! Okay, but it's in your face asking you questions. And then the next page, you're going to get a color page. God asked me to keep between the age of 5 and 10 because most childhood women have between the age of 5 and 10. Even though it can happen after 10. The people that you was expecting to protect you didn't protect you because didn't nobody protect them and they didn't know how to protect you. Yes, they could have had instincts and all of that, but they didn't have a bandwidth because in a 6 month to a year period, 10 of the major superheroes in their life that did everything for the civil rights movement was taken out by the 3-letter high-level government agencies, and they know who they are. Yeah, they were taken out. Well, we see now everything they did because everything is out and open. All right. Even the E-files. Okay. Everything is out in the open. Ooh, there's so much finna come out. You wait till y'all see all these pages. Once y'all go through all these pages, woo, y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say, honey. And then it's okay. I lost my thought, but oh, I'm back. And by the age of 7. It is solidified in the system. By the age of 10, it is really in your system if nobody came to assist. By the age of 21 and 25, it is your responsibility to walk out of that situation because the 21 and 25, we think we know everything and can't nobody tell us nothing. I know from my own experience and from the experience of raising teenagers that go into the 20s. Okay. Mine and other people's. Okay. And then you have 4 pages of drawing, sketching, doodling, whatever you want to do. Why? Because the closer you get to God, you start having them moments that you can't explain. I just know what I know. I don't have nothing to show it to you. And because we living around that people believe it when they see it instead of believing it before they see it, most people just look and that's it. And they keep it moving. There's a wealth of knowledge over here, but they don't know what to do with it because that means they're going to have to sit and pull out their bowl and their spoon and get their cereal. And I got the milk and I'll pour it in there. But they don't want to sit still that long. They want something that's self-gratifying immediately. That's the world we are in now. They don't know that's going to lead them off the cliff with everybody else. And then, don't forget about my other 2 books. My other 2 books, Influence and Impact. They're already on the New York Times bestseller list. Influence and Impact with Chris Voss. Mindset Matters with Jack Canfield. No matter what your background, God know everything about you. Then those books you can pick up everywhere, anywhere that books are sold. No matter what your background, because God know everything about you. He know everything about the boots in the back and the dark. He know all the hairs on your head. And if you don't have any hair on your head, you got peace for it. God know that too. Notebooks and journals for all, coloring books that help in meditating and recalibrating the mind. I'm excited about the venture because I have a lot of stuff on Amazon, but let me tell you, on my special store, show you how to fight them Thanoses in your life that you scared to tell everybody about. Don't forget about 105 spiritual laws. We're no longer underneath that. We are under love and grace. Okay. First of all, you can put up a boundary. Boop. Stay out of the way, Mr. Wilson. You don't like me. I don't got time for that either. Okay. And then they ask, how many times will I forgive my brother? Because first of all, you put up a boundary because once Judas betrayed Jesus, did you see Judas anymore? Mm-mm. So once you find a betrayer, you put them out your life. Because let me tell you why. You're going to get 3 to 4 more betrayers in this level to get you to the next level. Don't worry about it. They always some in there. You just don't know. All right. They always in there. And then the disciples asked, how many times will I forgive my brother? 7 times. Jesus said, no, 7 times 70. So boom, that's 490 times for the same thing because you grow in a spiral method, okay? And that's why you keep seeing the same thing. It's not a new level, it's a new devil. It is a new level. The same devil on a different particular way. And because it's in a different way, you get to see it in a different way. The different mind games that the enemy plays. Then, on top of all of that, child, woo, God, glory be to God. And then it's, what is the other part? And then it says, forgive our debts as we forgive our debtors. I heard a door was outside. I lost my train of thought for a second. Forgive me of my debts as I forgive my debtors. So I forgive myself because we doing stuff that we thought our ancestors were doing. We were just doing what we know to do. That's the only thing we know until we hear something different. And then you forgive this person, you forgiving this person, not for them, you forgiving them for you. Because as long as you in unforgiveness in them, guess what? You in quicksand and you in cement. You ain't going nowhere until you forgive them. You're not going nowhere. So once you forgive them, you can move. Until then, you ain't going nowhere. Okay, and once you forgive them, now you're moving and nothing can stop you. All right. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Okay. I forget who. Huh? What do you want to do? What do you want to do, huh? What is his name? I can't think of it right now. I bet you I get it as soon as I get off. And, yeah. And don't forget to study on your own. Don't forget to sign up. Oh, and grace. Grace is God's willingness to get involved with human affairs and pull you out of your mess. Don't forget to sign up for the newsletter for the juicy updates and the upcoming events. Don't forget about your Adjective and your 400 page PDF. Put them together, change your whole Sims character to this Sims game. Apologize to Kanye West, he was right. Look at the new link for the school app. Just got things started over there. I was inducted into the new class of Who's Who and Influential Women of 2025. And women worldwide. Let me tell you something. God was giving out gifts, and I said it's mine because I'm worthy of it all, and I'm not gonna block it. I'm not gonna stop it because I'm good. Okay, this is what I received in 2017 for the work I was doing with my nonprofit Refuge Women's Transition Center. I was bringing out women and teenage girls out of sex trafficking. Then I was helping, and the people that was helping me left to go help somebody with a bigger name. And then I was helping, God told me to let it go and I did. I was helping young girls that came out and said it were LGBTQAI and pregnant and their families kicking them out. I said, y'all, I tried to get them to keep them. I was like, wait a minute. The streets is not the place for them. They was like, well, let them figure it out. I was like, no. I'm bringing out girls every day out of sex trafficking. They was like, what? I was like, don't worry about it. You be on the news. Somebody bring my baby back. No, you threw them out here. So I said, bring them with me. I asked them, you want to stay in the building I'm in, or you want to go to the teen center? They mostly want to go to the teen center. Then I was helping women that had went through domestic violence. We lost 2 because everybody's addicted to something. We got people that's addicted to smoking cigarettes, and they got an oxygen tank. They can take out everybody on the whole city block. They smoking and got an oxygen tank. That's not cool. Then I know people but I don't judge them, but I stay clear of them. And then you have people that smoke weed, go to the emergency room because they throwing up and everything, and they give them medicine, and they come back home, take the medicine, eat some, and then they start smoking again. And then I know people that go to the gym up to 5 times a day. I know people that work out up to 5 times a day. They're addicted to the endorphins. They love it. It feels so good. It feels so decent. I don't judge nobody because if I judge them, I gotta judge me, and I'm not gonna judge me like that. That's why I don't judge nobody harshly. Because life is a paradox. The minute you judge somebody, now you judge. Read Matthew 7, 1 through 5. Okay, gotta do like that. I ain't got time for the teens. Okay? Poor little teens. I'm so glad God doesn't forget about what you do for others, even though they do. God said, whatever you do in private, I reward you in public. And I didn't do no fanfare. I just put it on my website and just left it at that. You want to see it all? Look at my website. It's www.rwt as in Tom, C as in Charlie.org. Okay. Check it out for yourself. Look at the link to receive 25% off your first